Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And guess what today is? Today is when we talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. Yes, it is back on. I'm excited. I have so much to say about episode 1. Let's get into this video. So, I have my notes here, right? I had to take notes on everything because it was just very interesting to me. Episode 1, it's like it already was starting off, like the drama and whatnot. So, I have my notes. I'll be looking at my notes and let's get into this. So, first person I'm going to talk about right now is Gizelle. To me, she basically started this whole season off with drama. It's like she's just looking for drama. It's like when she was sitting there with Candace, it left a bad taste in my mouth because it's like, girl, do you ever just chill out? Yes, last season Karen came for you, and rightfully so, because you sitting here, you got this fake relationship. Like, you can say that y'all didn't work out due to COVID, but I know and everybody else know that it had nothing to do with COVID. That man just ain't want you, okay? Jamal just did not want you, Gizelle. And I can understand why. You're a nasty person and you're mean. You're a mean, nasty person, okay? Maybe if you would stop being so hateful, not Jamal, but somebody might want you. Don't nobody want somebody that has your type of personality. And I'm just going to keep it real. I don't know what type of trauma Gizelle went through in college, but she has this like hazing mentality that she has to do with anybody that comes up in there. Because even when Mia walked in, like even when she met Mia, she was sizing her down like, oh, this is another light-skinned girl. She might be my competition or whatever. Like, Gizelle is nasty. Like, she's a nasty person. And I feel bad for her daughters, honestly, because I'm just like, her daughters could go off to school and have to deal with the repercussions of their mom. So I do feel bad for her daughters and whatnot. Gizelle need to get it together. Like, seriously, she need to get it together. Next, I want to talk about Candace. Candace, to me, I don't know if Candace really wants to have her own children. And to be quite honest, I don't blame her. You know, if she doesn't want to have her own kids, that's cool. Because, you know, Chris already has kids. And I actually think she would make a great stepmother. I think she would make a great stepmother. I don't know, like, whether or not she decides to have kids is her prerogative. But I don't know. I think she makes a great stepmom. I mean, was the math problem a little far-fetched? Yes. Yes, it was. But that's okay because the little girl had her brother to help. You know, Chris was doing his daddy duties or whatever. I don't know. It was awkward how he was talking to that little girl. And she's already shy. And you getting on her in front of the cameras like that. Like, asking her about her homework and stuff. Like, if she's already shy, why would you, like, point that out on camera or whatever? Or, like, embarrass her on camera like that? Like, don't do that. She probably would have answered your question if she was not in front of the cameras. Did you think about that? No. But anyways, I mean, I don't really have that much to say about Candace right now. I do want to say that based off of what All About the Tea said, Monica said last season before all the drama went off or whatever, she did say that Candace's mom was on the deed of that house. I don't know. I don't stalk Candace or whatever. I don't do that. But it is kind of weird that her mom has her own room and her picture is right there. I don't know if that was just for the show or what, but that's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. That's weird. So we just gonna leave that right there. But I really don't have that much to say about Candace right now. As to why she did not show up to the party, at some point she is gonna have to face Karen, and I do see that happening, of course, this season, because she's gonna have to. So hopefully she deals with that or whatever. I don't think what Karen did was that serious whatsoever. I mean, Karen is entitled to be there for who she chooses to be there for. Right is right, wrong is wrong. So, you know, she did tell Monique that she was wrong, but she also told Candace that she was wrong. And it's like, Candace, not everybody's gonna take your side fully, because you were both in the wrong at the end of the day. So it's like, this isn't high school where it's like, oh, you my friend, so you're supposed to take my side. No, we grown adults. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and that's the end of that. So next, we're going to talk about Karen, the Miss Huger of Potomac, the Grand Dame. Yes, so I still love Karen. Like, Karen is such a savage. Karen is the mother, but one thing I can appreciate about Karen is that she keeps it real. Is she slick on the low? Yes, she is. She's very, very slick. I have to say, she gives me very much Phaedra Parks vibes when she takes her shots at people. And it does make me miss Phaedra on Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I do like the little slick, sly comments and stuff like that. Like, that kind of reminds me of me and what I do, because I can be slick at the mouth too. So I do appreciate that about Karen. I thought it was hilarious how she said that Gizelle had a hot box. I was like, honestly, Gizelle has a hot box because it's also a dry box. We all know Jamal Bryant did not do anything with Gizelle. Let's be honest. Jamal Bryant did not do nothing with Gizelle. She can make it seem like they did something or whatever, like they was in some sort of real relationship, whatever it may be. But I just know there was nothing going down with that, and she needs to cut that act or whatever. And another thing is, Gizelle acts like people are supposed to just bow down to her. Like, Karen's not gonna bow down to you, baby. You forgot she's the Grand Dame. She don't bow down to nobody, okay? Nobody's gonna roll out a red carpet for you, Gizelle. You're not nothing special at all to where somebody has to roll out a red carpet. Like, that's just point blank. That's dead end right there. And I thought Karen handled herself well, and she does not let Gizelle walk all over her. Now, if you saw her on Watch What Happens Live, she threw some shots at Gizelle. Yes, she did. I thought it was hilarious. And she was talking about her wardrobe, how she switched to primary colors, and it was a mess. It was a mess. I really, truly enjoy Karen, and she's a breath of fresh air. I do miss Monique being on the show, but I know it would have been really hard for her to be on the show this season, especially because Gizelle would have had no chill. Gizelle would have came after her family once again, and I think that's low. I think if Gizelle got to shoot that low just to stay on the show, then baby, you don't need to be on the show. If it takes all of that just to stay relevant on the show, you don't need to be on no show, because you don't need to be talking about nobody. You wouldn't want nobody talking about your daughter, so you're not going to talk about nobody's kids. And that's point blank simple, dead end right there. Okay, now let's talk about the Miss Wendy, okay? Lord have mercy, Miss Wendy, Miss Wendy, Miss Wendy. I will tell her that she did not talk about her 4 degrees this season, so she took note from what everybody was complaining about on Twitter and stuff like that. So bravo bravo to Wendy for that. Thank you. Thank you. We have moved past that phase. But I am going to say she's still trying too hard, if you know what I mean. Homegirl. Homie. Girl, did you really need that get together to show off your tatas? They was going to see it eventually anyway. I don't know if Bravo told you to do that get together or whatever, but I felt like it was unnecessary, to be honest. I thought it was very unnecessary, but I guess they had to do it in a way to where everybody can get together. A little bit of drama could stir up, and then y'all can meet Mia, which we'll get to her later in a minute. But yeah, like I just kind of felt like she was still trying a little bit too hard. The dancing, you know, girl, you do you. We all look. I get it, girl. Like sometimes it is hard to get off the ground. Sometimes, you know, the older you get, the harder it gets to get off that ground. Yes, but you know, yeah, that's the most I have to say about Wendy for right now. I know the heat's going to be coming up sooner or later, because, you know, Giselle can't stay her nose out of people's business and marriages and stuff like that, because she ain't got one to stay in of her own. So, yeah. Next, I'm going to talk about Miss Robyn Dixon. Lord, Miss Robyn Dixon. What do I have to say about Robyn? Not much. I mean, Juan still seems a little bit uninterested in Robyn. He wants children. He wants more kids. I say, Juan, if you want more kids, you're gonna have to get it with another woman, because I can tell Robyn don't want to do it. He said he wants girls, and I'm like, well, Juan, that's up to you. You know, you're the one that determines the gender. So, I mean, that's on you, boo-boo. She just carries the child and birth it at the end of the day. I mean, you know, so I don't know what their relationship dynamic really truly is. I feel like Juan is looking for more. Like, if you listen to Juan when he talks to Robyn, he is literally telling her, look, this is what I want. If you want this, this is what I want from you. I want you to do more. Like, wake up in the morning, you know, you got to deal with your kids. Like, I get the kids are in virtual school and stuff like that, but how do you think teachers feel every morning when they have to be at school with all these kids? Yes, they are trained more to deal with children, but at the end of the day, you know, you're not there all day with your kids, and your kids might act up in school and stuff like that. You don't know. So Robyn, instead of complaining, just get up and just do it. You know, I guess it's easier for me to say because I don't have no kids and I'm not married and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you know, he's telling you what he wants from you for him to be happy being married to you. I get it. Robyn's more up in age and her biological clock is ticking. But with all the marital issues that they're having and stuff like that, I don't see them having another baby anytime soon. And that's more so why I'm saying, Juan, you might need to go find you another. You might, you know, because Robyn really not, like, she really not in it. I don't know what's going on. As far as their house goes, it looks nice and stuff like that. The boys are still hilarious to me. Like, her boys are hilarious. I love her. I love her kids. But yeah, that's as much as I have to say about Robyn right now. That's as much as I ever really truly have to say about Robyn, is the fact that her and Juan just ain't there, you know. But that's not for me to determine. That's for them to go to counseling and determine with each other. Which I do think, you know, Robyn's right that they do need to go to marital counseling and they need to work on their situation, most definitely. Now, let's get into Miss Ashley. Don't have too much to say about her either. But, you know, she's very pregnant. I love to see Ashley pregnant because she's a little bit more chill. You know, she can't move that much. So, you know, I mean, of course, you know, she said that her and Michael have stopped for about 4 months because she said they stopped when she was 5 months. So, you know, Michael's just gonna have to get used to that. I do think Michael is a little bit too old to be running around with these little kids on the floor and stuff like that. You know, he get home from work, he is tired. You know, he ready to go to bed. If anything, he want to cuddle. You know, do the boom boom. That's about as much energy as he has for the rest of that day. But now he's gonna have another one, and he gonna be even more tired, girl. But I am glad that Michael is, you know, he's doing it for Ashley to see her happy and stuff like that. And I can see he's happy with his kids and stuff like that. But I just think Michael's a little bit, he getting up in that age, you know, where he just want the, you know. So we just gonna leave that alone. But I will say she did a flashback of when she went to go see her dad, and that made her, you know, very happy that her sons have a father in their lives. But I do have to say, I kind of wish her uncle would have went off on her dad as like the way he went off on Michael. You know, he should have did that to her daddy, because Ashley has daddy issues. Okay, Ashley has daddy issues, and I can see that with her. And you know, I know that it hurts her that her dad did not even want to come out and look at her or see her or anything like that. I mean, one thing I can say is that, I mean, at least her dad's not trying to use her for money or anything like that. But, you know, I do wish Ashley's dad would come around at least and maybe sit down and talk to her at the very least. Explain to her, like, why he left or whatever it is. At least give her that much. She deserves that much, you know. So I'm going to revisit Ashley in a second, but I want to talk about Mia. So we're introduced to Mia, you know, Karen's kind of giving her a little bit of the rundown, you know, but ultimately telling her, you know, you judge everybody the way you want to judge them and stuff like that. But I'm just letting you know, this is how, you know, they can be. Mia's very interesting. I don't have no issues with her right now. I mean, I have seen her shop around places before, which I thought that was really cool, that, you know, I was able to recognize the business that she is a part of. She has had a lot of work done. I ain't mad, you know, to each his own when it comes to your body and stuff and what makes you feel comfortable. When she brought up about, you know, her getting some work done down below, I saw Ashley's eyes light up, like, really? Like, maybe I need to get that. Maybe I should do that when I'm done popping out kids, you know? Like, Ashley was, like, very interested. And I thought that was very comical in that moment. So, you know, I don't know. I don't have too much to say about her. I thought Wendy was a little bit, like, mean to her. Wendy kind of did what she did to Ashley a tiny bit. I don't know what it is about Wendy and these light-skinned women, but I do know. Really. I wonder if it has to do something with her baby daddy sleeping with a Caucasian woman, you know, in there. That's what I'm starting to think, because honestly, she has this, I don't know, she was a little rude to Mia. I don't know, like, the girl just sat down and she was talking about herself a little bit. I mean, clearly she didn't want y'all to know about her age or anything like that. I mean, y'all heard that she was a grandmother. What does that matter? So what? Okay, to each his own. She's a young grandmother. Well, I would say step grandmother, but what does it matter? So I don't know. Wendy need to chill out. She need to chill out. She need to go get some therapy, some counseling, something. I don't know if in her culture it's acceptable to get counseling, but she needs something, because I can already see where she's going to be snippy snappy and stuff like that. And I am not going to sit here and be for it. Not at all. I'm starting to like, we're starting to see her get some work done and stuff like that because she's feeling insecure. I blame her husband. Do I think the cupcakes were a bit much? Yeah. And then her sitting there asking her sons like, oh, what is this? Ha ha ha. No, girl, that wasn't funny, nor was it cute, okay? Nor was it cute. Like, I don't know. Like, I still have my issues with Wendy. I'm still not really feeling her like that. So, yeah. I'm looking more into this whole like colorism thing that Candace is talking about, because if I could say something about like the whole colorism thing, Robin and Giselle have been like colorist since day one. How they would talk about like their light skin and their green eyes, like they were the green eye bandits, you know. So it's like I don't put it past what Candace is saying. Will I say they give Ashley special treatment? I need to finish watching the season to see what exactly happens, but I will say they have come at Ashley before. Not as hard as they came at Monique, I will say that, but they have come for Ashley's marriage and stuff like that, and they have come for Ashley. So I can't really say they've treated one better than the other, but I want to see how they treat Mia, because it looks like in the season, you know, Giselle gets Mia to open up, which if I were Mia, don't let Giselle in, because she will use your weaknesses against you, girl. She will use your weaknesses against you. So I would not have let Giselle in. I would not have told her not one thing, let her in, nothing. I mean, Giselle could have been coming from a kind place, but there are more seasons. And if Mia plans to stay on any more seasons, I would not tell Giselle not one thing, because she will use it against you. She will use it against you if she feels threatened by you. So don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Giselle is that bully. She's that mean girl. She's the girl that people pretend to like but don't really like. They just want to be on her good side, so then that way they may not be under attack, which Candace did last season, sort of like. And I'm gonna tell Candace, if she ever, I doubt she'll watch this video, but I would be weary of Giselle, girl. Be weary. Don't be that girlfriend too much. Don't be that girlfriend too much. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say for this video. I look forward to this coming Sunday's video, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because this is a discussion. Like, we are back, y'all. We are so back. So let me know what y'all thought of the first episode down below. Let me know what you agree with me on, what you disagree with me on, everything. I love it all. So until Sunday, well, not really Sunday, I'll probably be back before then with something else. I do want to talk about the Married to Medicine, Contessa and Scott. So there will be a video on that. But at least for Real Housewives of Potomac, I will see y'all on Sunday. Well, Monday. Yeah. Y'all forgive me. But anyways, bye.